Hey everyone, it's Bree and today I'm going to do a comparison on my two menstrual cups. The first one is the Mooncup UK, size B, and the second one is the Soft Small Meluna. Okay, so these are the two bags they come in. And I'm going to start with the Mooncup because that's the first cup I had. So I'm not entirely sure of all the dimensions on these, but I know that this has a 43mm diameter. And I think the size B Mooncup and the Meluna's capacity are pretty similar actually. I'll compare them in a minute. But this has a really prominent rim. I don't know if you can see that. There you can. And the holes are there. And there are 6 holes. And they kind of slant upwards. From there and upwards. You can see. The stem was actually longer than this. I trimmed it off. And it's got really good grip rings, really easy to grip and good grip there. So I had this about 4 months ago. And I have to say I really didn't like it. This rim is actually quite hard compared to the rest of the cup, which is pretty soft. And this was just too hard for me. And also I use the punch down method, which is where you go in and down like that. It's really hard to hold on to that, like the rim of the cup down. And so one time when I was trying to insert it, it popped open. And if this hits the front wall of your urethra, it will kill because you're really sensitive there and it hurts so bad. So I really got put off from this and I could not use it again. It is pretty easy to pop open though, that I will say. If you struggle with your cups popping open, then this would be a great cup for you. If you do get that problem with it popping in front of you though, I have figured out that if you use the punch down method like that, and then instead of inserting it that way, turn it the other way up. So then if it opens by accident, it won't hit your urethra, which is above your vagina. So that's one of my tips for that. It's made of medical grade silicone. The Meluna isn't, I cannot remember what the Meluna is made of. TPS or something like that. I think it's TPS. Some kind of polymer of some kind. Yes, this is made in the UK. I know there is a Mooncup that you can buy in America. I think it's called a Keeper. And yeah, so I think this says it has a 12ml capacity. I don't know if you can see. It has 6ml and 12ml written there. Yeah, I don't think you can see that very clearly. Oh well. But it does anyway. So that's the Mooncup. Now I'm going to get my Soft Small Meluna. So after the Mooncup kind of disaster, I decided I needed to try like the smallest, softest cup ever just to get me back in there. Do not make that mistake that I did. This is a brilliant cup by all means, but for me it's just too soft. In fact, if I compare the two like this, you can just see how it's really soft. I got it with the ball stem, which is round that way and kind of flat from there. It has 2 suction release holes, and a lot of people find that they have problems getting this to open inside of them. That is true, it does, it is an issue. But I have found that if you take one of the holes, so if you can see, yeah, a hole there, then punch down on top of that hole. If you're using the punch down technique like I do, punch down on top of that hole to push it in, then you'll see you have a little air pocket in there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so when you slide that in, whether you're going that way or that way, the air can still get into it and it helps it to pop open more easily. Or you can just reach up and you can kind of swirl your finger around. It's called stirring in the menstrual cup kind of club, as it were. And if you feel it's like flat or it's not open on one side, just kind of press down to let some of the air in. That can work as well. I love the colours Meluna do. This is like a blue. And this is, as I said, really soft. This rim doesn't hurt you at all. I haven't had any problem with it coming out. And also, if you feel you have quite a small entrance to your vagina or you're a virgin or something, then this, with the punch down technique, you can get a really, really small lip. Like, I don't have a tampon here to compare it to, but that's probably the size of a small tampon. So yeah, but I think these are a pretty similar capacity. I mean, they don't look it when you hold them up together like that. But if you look from where the holes are right here to the holes here, Like you can see they're actually pretty similar in the cup length. I mean the rim on this one is longer and so is the stem. But yeah, so this can hold 15 millilitres by the way. I have ordered another cup, a Mammy cup, which I will do a review on when I've had it. But I bought that for travelling because it has a little more capacity and I don't know if I'm going to be travelling on holiday on my heaviest day or not. So if I am, then I want to put that in because I have ME, which I will go into a little bit in my next video I'm going to do today, which makes things more difficult, and this has really helped. But I love this cup. You know, it is soft, and if you are using a cup for the first time, I would definitely get the classic if you're considering a Meluna. It is quite a bit softer than other cups. But yeah, again, neither of these, no menstrual cup I don't think has any cases of TSS, toxic shock syndrome. So yeah, that's the soft Meluna versus the Mooncup. I would definitely say this is better for someone who's more experienced. And oh, this is said to have a really strong suction. I know my friend had a problem trying to get it out. You know, it forms a really good suction. This, I've had no problems with it. It does form a suction. It's not a very strong one, but I've had no issues. And the great thing about these cups is that you don't have to take them out when you go to pee. I don't know about you guys, but I always like put a tampon in and then half an hour later will be like, oh crap, I need blue. Like, I have to take it out, and that can really hurt, and I don't want the fibres left in my body and anything. So these, you know, because they form a suction, they don't come out. You can leave them in for the whole day. I mean, 12 hours compared to 8 hours. That's pretty good. So this is like a lifesaver for school. When I don't go to school, again, I'll explain that in my next video. But yeah, so this video's got quite long, so I'm going to stop it there. But again, comparison, the rim comparison. You can see, I think the Meluna's got a 38mm rim diameter. Okay, so that is the soft Meluna and the Mooncup size B. If you have any questions, please ask, because I'm really not sure about anything. So yeah, please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.